Imagine a cyber attack so powerful that it could bring down an entire network, making websites, apps, and online services completely unavailable. Picture that attack reaching a staggering 5.6 terabits per second, one of the largest cyber attacks ever recorded. In this video, we'll break down what a denial of service attack is, how the 5.6 Tbps attack happened, the impact of large-scale DDoS attacks on businesses and users, how you can protect yourself and your network from such attacks. Stay tuned till the end because we're also revealing the biggest DDoS attacks in history. A denial of service is a cyber attack where hackers try to overwhelm a website, server, or network with massive amounts of traffic. They do this to make it slow or completely unavailable for short or long time period. Imagine a restaurant that has 10 tables. If only 50 fake customers enter at once and take up all the seats, real customers won't be able to get in. And guess what? Real customer will leave. The question is, what could be the intention of those 50 fake customers, occupying the space and halting the operation of the restaurant? Well, maybe a nearby competitor or a return of angry customer along with his fellas. That's what a DDoS attack does to a network. It floods it with fake traffic, making it overload and preventing real users from accessing services. But what exactly does that mean? UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is a type of internet communication used for fast data transfer. Online gaming, video calls, and streaming services often use UDP, but hackers exploit UDP to launch powerful DDoS attacks by sending massive amounts of fake UDP requests to their target, overwhelming the network, server, or firewall with enormous size of traffic. This prevents real data from getting through. This is because UDP does not require a handshake. Attackers can flood a targeted server with UDP traffic without first getting that server's permission to begin communication. This is exactly how the 5.6 Tbps attack worked. In August 2021, one of the largest DDoS attacks in history was detected. A major cloud service provider was targeted by a 5.6 terabits per second data flood. It lasted for several minutes and originated from thousands of devices worldwide. Hackers use reflection and amplification techniques to make their attacks even more powerful. In reflection, the attacker sends requests to a third-party server, making it respond to the victim instead. This also helps the attacker to hide the attacker's real identity. With amplification technique, hackers use vulnerable servers that reply with huge amounts of data to small requests. In this way, the victim gets flooded with massive data packets. This is how a small attack can turn into a 5.6 Tbps monster attack. To better understand how huge data it was, let's put this into perspective. 5.6 Tbps is like streaming 1.4 million HD movies at the same time. It was bigger than any previous attack on record at that time. This attack was successfully mitigated, and it also showed how powerful and dangerous UDP-based DDoS attacks can be. When attacks like this happen, they can cause companies to lose millions due to downtime. Websites, apps, and online services crash. Attackers can use DDoS as a distraction for hacking attempts. And above all this, it can also cause reputation damage as users lose trust in affected companies. Imagine if Netflix, YouTube, or your online bank went down for hours. This is what a large DDoS attack can do. If we talk about the types of denial of service attacks, there are two main types of it. First, the traditional DDoS attack, in which a single hacker or system sends overwhelming traffic to a target. In this type, it's easy to stop or prevent it because it comes from one source. Second and lethal one is distributed denial of service. In this type, instead of one system, thousands or millions of devices attack at the same time. These devices are part of a botnet, a network of infected computers controlled by hackers. Even you with your computer could be a part of attackers without even knowing it. This makes it much harder to block the attack. How to protect against DDoS attacks. The good news is there are ways to defend against these types of attacks. Companies and website owners, they use DDoS protection services like Cloudflare, AWS Shield, or Akamai. They also deploy firewalls and intrusion detection systems. Other than limiting the UDP traffic from unknown sources, they also implement rate limiting to stop excessive traffic. As an individual, to avoid being part of attackers without having a single clue about it, you can use strong passwords to prevent your devices from being hacked. Keep your software updated to prevent vulnerabilities. Avoid any suspicious links or attachments that could infect your system. In the modern era, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Here are some of the largest DDoS attacks ever recorded. In October 2016, the Mirai botnet took down Twitter, Reddit, Netflix, and Spotify. September 2017, Google blocked a 2.54 Tbps attack from Chinese hackers. February 2018, GitHub was hit by a 1.35 Tbps attack. February 2020, Amazon AWS was hit by a 2.3 Tbps DDoS attack. Hackers are getting stronger, and businesses need to be prepared.
And stay with us, as in the following video, we will discuss a cyber attack that cost $4.4 million and halted gas supply in many states for several days.